is New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Hey, starting things off is a holiday market where you can find cool and unusual gifts for all the wonderful geeks on your shopping list. The GeekCraft Expo is returning to Seattle for a second year, and this time they have tripled the number of exhibitors, so they are moving to a bigger space. Here with a look at what you'll find this year is Elisabeth Allie. It's good to see you.
Hi,
How are
good
you?
to see you. Good, thank you for having me.
I count myself a geek. Are you a geek?
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. So this is our place to find some things that are out of the ordinary and kind of fit our interests, correct?
Absolutely. These are where you'll find one-of-a-kind handmade gifts you won't see anywhere else. You know, there's no planned obsolescence in these gadgets that you can get for the holidays. These are built to last, and they are beautiful.
And here are some of the pictures from last year,
yes,
which was so successful that you've moved. So where are you going this year?
We will be at Hangar 30 in Magnuson Park.
You need a whole hangar for this baby.
We do.
And there's all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so what have you brought here today that gives us kind of an idea of the sorts of things we'll find?
So you'll find everything from cosplay things to holiday ornaments to artwork to jewelry to apparel. So we've got a furry tail by Bienna Creations. We have got over here, you can see, especially for Seattle, there is a Seahawks hair clip here by Game of Threads. Down below, you'll see an art print. It is Bob Ross drawing the Golden Girls, because why wouldn't you? That's by Two Thangs.
What is in the cup?
That is by Template Studios. They do things that you can find probably, I know, in Ripley's Believe It or Not. They call it a travesty in a teacup. Oh. And what I couldn't bring was a full-size mummy head. They do all kinds of interesting, again, things you will never find anywhere else.
I have been looking everywhere for a good mummy head. Actually, that's really cool. I was thinking it would be a monster, and instead of a sea monster, it could be a tea monster.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, it's pretty cool. Okay, keep going.
So we've got some necklaces here. The octopus necklace and the one with the gears, that's by TM Originals. We've got a Batman and Star Wars key fob by Branded 42 Leather. We've got a resin skull necklace, and that's by Arctic Phoenix. Up above here, we have some things by Hazydale Press. You can see they do a lot of non-traditional but kid-friendly things. They've got a Sasquatch card here. Different
cards.
Yes.
And so while you're going through these, I just want to stop you to ask where you find the vendors and where you choose these wonderful things.
We find a lot of them on Etsy. You know, we have relationships, you know, with crafters kind of across the country now, so a lot of them very nicely talk us up and recommend us to people. So it's a lot of people who approach us. It's a lot of people that we see at other shows, like say at Geek Girl Con or Emerald City, where we're like, you're our people, like come be with us, because I mean conventions are wonderful these days and they are exploding and they're so big, but it's harder and harder as they get bigger for the little guy to kind of, you know, stand out. And these are all small businesses. These are all individuals who probably have day jobs, and this is their passion and their craft.
And they want to sell to other people who have a similar passion. It's also Small Business Saturday, right?
It is. So this is the perfect, you know, Seattle has the option to relax at home on Black Friday. You know, you can stay away from the big box stores, and then you can come out and, you know, truly support your local artisans and people who have, you know, put hours and hours into wonderful gifts that you won't find anywhere else.
And you know, somebody's really, if they're a fan, they're going to love this stuff.
Absolutely.
So there's artwork and books. Let's talk about those.
So this is this artwork here is by Gavin Gray Valentine, and he does some wonderful things, kind of a mixture of nature and fantasy.
Just going to move the books here for a second. Sorry to get right in your way, but we'll see the artwork.
Oh, sure. Here we go. Right there. And then those books are also by Hazydale, and you can see they are picture books for kids who like monsters, read to them by parents who like monsters.
And, you know, why not? If your kid's one that does, then there should be some books for you. And these are the cool kind of poster board kind of books that last for a long time. So if they're young enough that they gnaw on them, or if you gnaw on your own books, these will last for a while.
If they themselves are a budding, you know, Banshee or Sasquatch, they can't destroy it. This is a piece of Star Trek artwork. This is by 3D Media Magic, who also did these wonderful flannel jammies, which are super comfortable.
There's somebody on our staff who would love those. Now, what have you got? You've got some things on yourself.
So I've got a necklace here. It's by Elaborate Flight of Fancy, and you can see it's a lot of metalwork, and there's kind of a Star Trek insignia insignia in there. And then I've got these ears by Bianna Creations.
What are those about? I don't get the reference.
It's like cosplay. There's a lot of anime type influences in manga and things like that. Probably I'm a little too old to fully understand, you know, the reference. But,
we'll find a 12-year-old somewhere we can ask, and then we'll know.
And then I have a bracelet by Jaleesa Art Jewelry and Art, and she does like Cosmos-inspired jewelry.
That stuff's really pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you weren't into the cosmos, you would still love that. So for the Wonder Woman fans, there are things that you can buy. Where did this come from?
This is from Nerd Me Up, and she does a lot of she does a lot of beautiful like purses and clutches and things like that, but with these great nerdy fabrics,
which is just wonderful. And there's some nice leather works. These things are really beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of leather. This is by Branded 52 Leather, and they have done this. They've done this Sasquatch
I love the Sasquatch keychain.
And then
plus, you need a big keychain to find anything these days.
Exactly.
I'm going to get one the size of my head so I can find my keys, my purse. What are these guys?
These are this is like a little ball. This is an ornament, and these are 20-sided die. You know, if you are Dungeons and Dragons or tablecloth or tabletop gaming, or you just like dice, you can get that. Also by Branded 52 Leather are these Deadpool pouch and this TARDIS purse, which who doesn't need a purse that's going to be bigger on the inside?
Oh, that's right. It's a police box. And then there's some cool things, just soft things that you can have for this guy just cracks me up. Here we go.
Yes,
hello.
That's by a company called Zoms.
What is it?
It is a Cthulhu. So it's,
of course it is.
Yeah, it's a cuddly spin-off of the H.P. Lovecraft Cosmic Monster.
How
who
did I
wouldn't
not
want
know
to cuddle up with that at night?
And what about this guy? What is this?
That's another one by Bianna Creations. And then
where your ears down or up?
Exactly.
Down, one up. Lovely. Okay, and it's perfectly okay for adults to love these things too,
Absolutely.
right? There's no reason why these are just for kids.
And a lot of things, you know, like these earrings I almost forgot to mention, are by Pretty Spiffy Earrings. And if you look, they are gears. So there's a lot of things that are geeky, but they don't shout geeky.
Yeah, sort of steampunk, but you'd have to look closely to kind of make sure that that's it. Okay, so this whole thing is curated. We're going to find some wonderful things, and really there's something for everybody there.
There really is. It's for all ages. You know, we get a lot of grandparents and retirees who come, and they love it because it's all these traditional crafts, and it's a way for them to connect with their grandchildren. But yeah, you can find something for any geek on your list.
That's right. Geeks do not know generations. We expand over the universe. Thank you so much. The GeekCraft Expo Holiday Market is November 25th and 26th, again at Hangar 30 in Magnuson Park. It is free to attend, and we'll have more details for you on our website. Hope you enjoy it. When we come back, journalist and civil rights lawyer Aliyah Malik and her personal portrait of Syria and all of its complexities and tragedies. She joins us after this.